Hey Crestwood, happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you all are doing well, having a great start to your day and having a great week so far. What a blessing it is as we move through this fall, and there's so much exciting stuff going on at church. I hope if you are here in Lexington, you're able to be a part of that and to just enjoy all the blessings that we have as a congregation. One of my greatest blessings is being your pastor, and so I'm so honored to bring you this devotional for this Wednesday, October 22nd. I preached this past Sunday on welcoming as one of our core values. That was named by our faithful planning team and affirmed by our church board as one of the core values of who we are as Crestwood. I shared that when I came to Crestwood, that wasn't necessarily the case, but we've worked really hard, I think, to become more welcoming, to be a place where people feel safe, where they feel valued, where they feel seen, where they feel at home. And I'm so thankful for that, because I think that just mirrors the hospitality that we are offered by Christ and that we are called to offer to others. We read the story in Genesis where Abraham welcomes the 3 guests in and lavishes them with hospitality. I talked about the story where Jesus isn't given hospitality by the Pharisee and how he calls that out. Hospitality was such an important part of the culture back then, but it still is today, especially when churches don't always have the greatest reputation. Our culture, churches have lost sort of their influence and authority, and because of the actions of churches, some people have been hurt by them, have wounds from them, and are very hesitant to step back into a church. All the more reason, I think, that we are able to offer an authentic and lavish welcome to them. We had a couple sets of visitors this Sunday, guests who were worshiping with us. And as one of them was walking out, he looked at me and he said, A+ on your welcoming. So I was really thrilled to hear that. And I want to share with you an email I received from someone who joined the church a few years ago as I was writing about what can we, I asked in the sermon, what can we do to be more welcoming? What can we do to share Christ's hospitality with others? And I want to read you what this person said about how they felt when they visited Crestwood. They said, Crestwood members and staff are truly a welcoming group that quickly made us feel like we were family. As I listened to your message this morning, it reminded me what a truly special group of folks make up what we call Crestwood. I almost said truly special place, but Crestwood, while being a beautiful place, is much more than a place. It's an incredibly welcoming group of humans. At a time when my family was looking for a new start, Crestwood provided that and so much more. It was a place of healing, a refuge, a place of learning, a place of laughter, and gave us hope for the future. That wasn't done by a building, but by the people in it, and not just the staff, but also by members of all ages. We were given opportunities to worship, serve, and learn. We treasure our time that we spend at Crestwood. I wanted to share that with you to say, keep doing what you're doing. This person and her family found a welcome there when they most needed it in life. They found a home, they found a family. And I love that she says it's not about the building. Crestwood's not a place. Crestwood is a family. It's a group of people. You never know when someone walks through that door what their story is, what they're looking for, what hurts they're bringing with them, what doubts they're bringing with them. I met with someone today who's looking for a church, or yesterday who's looking for a church. And I said, well, what are you looking for? And he said, I'm looking for a place where I can ask my questions. I'm looking for a place where I can express my doubts and just be me. I'm going to preach this coming Sunday about authenticity, which is another of our core values. And how do we be authentic in God's presence? How are we authentic to God? How are we authentic to each other so that when someone comes in, they can find a home that they're looking for? I think it was C.S. Lewis that says, you've made a friend when they say, oh, you too? I thought I was the only one. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for a place where we can offer someone to come in, see themselves in the authenticity that we share, and realize that they are welcome just as they are. You don't have to carry a certain air. You don't have to wear a certain kind of clothes. You don't have to have a certain level of biblical knowledge. You don't have to believe a certain set of beliefs. You can just come and be yourself. I think that's what a lot of people are looking for in this world where truth is elusive and nothing can be believed. They're looking for authenticity. They're looking for people who are who they say that they are. They're looking for people who honor them for who they are, even as God is calling them to be more. I believe we are that, Crestwood, and I think this email I just read really drives that home. Anytime you see someone you don't know in worship, I encourage you, introduce yourself, make them feel welcome. Do everything you can to let them know you are glad that they are there with us. We have such a gift to offer this world, Crestwood. Let's do everything we can to make sure people receive that gift of welcome, that gift of authenticity, that gift of knowing that we are glad that they are there, because we know God is glad, and we simply want to echo and be God's hands and feet in this world. God bless you, Crestwood.